Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. Doing a little magic.
Magic.
Yes. And as you can see here, this week is Patreon week. So we're playing Pauper, that's the format. Now the reason we decided to go with this one instead of some of the other ones that have been around for longer is because we've done like modern the past like 12 Patreons in a row. So we thought we'd do something different. And Dalton K. Gramling, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right because I don't know how else you'd say that, came up with a really cool Pauper deck that you're playing.
Yes. Red Black Pain Train.
Yes.
Yes.
It's vehicles and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, it's got
really
trains, and it's got all the creatures that
Does
either
it?
drain life or deal damage
just
when
realized-
they get tapped or untapped.
I just realized, does it actually have planes, trains, and automobiles?
It's got planes and trains.
There's no automobiles?
No.
Drat. Anyway, and I'm playing a white Weenie Enchantments deck.
I mean, it's got a wheel.
It does?
Springleaf drum's kind of a wheel.
That's
so.
true. That's true. It's like a unicycle.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, decided goes first. 'Cause I almost forgot that step, but I didn't. We are going to roll this Braille dice that we found, which is super neat. So, I got a 2, but
Yeah.
to me it feels like a 6. I don't know.
That just feels like a 2.
Oh, that's definitely a 1. No, that's a 4.
4.
So, you will go first, and we will see you in game 1. All right, game 1. Go ahead.
I've got those.
And for me, some of these, and some of these. Go ahead. It's been a long time since we've actually played Pauper, hasn't it?
Has been quite a while.
Mr. Boopster's favorite format.
Bloodfell Caves, 21. Jergo.
Draw a card. Planes and a Vacation Javelineers. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Hold out settlement.
Mm-hmm.
And a springleaf drum.
All right.
Jergo.
You know, Javelineers should really be able to throw 3 spears, because the art has 3 Javelineers in it. It's called Javelineers, not Javelineer. It's a summon soldiers. Come on now.
I mean, maybe that's why some of the other art's different. It only shows 1.
Maybe.
It doesn't make sense. Javelineers. Yeah, it should just be a Javelineer.
Yeah,
I mean, there could be multiple of them, but they only get 1 spear.
I guess. Well, I'll attack you for 1.
20.
Not even going to throw that spear. Play a Plains. And a Deft Blade Elite. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Mountain.
Yup.
And a Spireside Infiltrator.
Manatithe. The white counterspell.
Enter-go.
I think there's one other white counterspell, but it's like 4 mana.
I think it's 3 mana, and it's like put it on the top instead of countering
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I seem to vaguely
Not quite a memory
remember
lapse.
it. Play Plains. Bone Splitter, which will hook up to Deathblade Elite, making him a big old boy.
It's pretty big.
And I will attack you for 3/4.
16.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Mountain. And Servant of Timuret.
Alright.
Jergo.
Well, that kind of shuts off him. Draw a card. Play Plains. And Attack you for 3 with him and 1 with him, and he will provoke the servant.
And I'm gonna add a green with them.
Deal.
Take it. Go 12.
I don't play Inspector Gadget. So we didn't have any clues, so decided to draw one here. We might make one in the future and put it up in the store, but I promise it won't look like this. But this is pretty sweet. It's even foily.
Yeah.
So we'll get a clue.
Just tear a boring old foil apart and draw on top of it.
Exactly. We'll move the Bone Splitter to him. Pass the turn. Make a cheeky little 3/2.
Untap. Drain you for 1.
19.
13. Draw off return. Swamp. And
Oh.
Timer's second servant.
All right. It's got a lot of
Enter go.
some pretty good service. I think I'll crack this clue and a turn. I know you all wanted to see that forever in play, but I think it's better to crack it now. Draw a card. Okay. That was decent. Attack for 4, and he will provoke him.
So that one's being provoked.
Yes.
Well, I shall, in response, add a black with him.
Are you actually doing it in response?
Yes.
Okay.
So untap.
Yep.
Drain you for 1.
18.
14.
Yeah, provoke's kind of a weird nombo with the especially inspired triggers.
And with that black, 2 more. Regenerate this one.
Sure.
Block.
Okay. I will put a Cho-Mano's Blessing onto the Deathblade Elite.
No longer blocked.
Yeah.
Well, it's still blocked.
It's still blocked, but yeah, choosing black, obviously. And I guess
It really doesn't
So he's
line up
regenerating, so he just taps.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Which actually kind of sucks. But yep. Okay.
So he takes lethal damage.
Yep.
Taps to regenerate.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Untap. So,
Yep.
1 drain trigger.
17.
Draw off return. A sky skiff.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I just realized something. This art is very disturbing. Like, it looks like he's blessing him with, a little fun time in the pants region. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird. Anyway, yep. You got a skiff.
Do have a skiff. Now what do we do with the skiff? I mean, it's gonna have summoning sickness this turn,
Yeah.
so
Not a ton.
it's your go. More blessings to pass around.
Yeah. I'm going to put a blessing on the inspector.
Yep.
Also, pro-black. Okay.
Our servants are getting in his way.
No. Draw a card. Well, that wasn't great. Okay. Well, play a plains. We're gonna move the Bone Splitter onto the elite. And we're going to bestow Hopeful Eidolon onto the elite.
Yep.
Yes. For a second I was thinking, like, is this gonna fall off? But no, I gave him pro-black, so clearly it's not. So sending him in would be a bad idea.
Well, not really, because
Sending him
I can't block either of them.
Okay. Well, you have a Sky Skiff.
I guess that's true. Right, you moved the Bone
Yeah.
Splitter over, so now it's...
So you'd kind of just eat him, so. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can only block it with that one. So yeah, I will attack you for 4.
Yep, I'll have to take that. Go to
And
11.
I would provoke something, but that's entirely pointless because I can't block anyway.
They just give me an untapped trigger.
So, you're taking 4. I will go to 21. I guess we'll make a race out of this. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Add 2 green to my mana pool.
Deal.
Untap. Drain you for 2.
19.
13. So what is he at the moment?
Him?
Yes.
He is 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-3.
So 4-3.
4-2. Sorry.
4-2.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Going to play a Spireside Infiltrator.
Ugh. Okay.
It's 3-2. And it's red.
It's true.
And a Springleaf Drum.
Okay.
Enter go.
All right. Draw a card. Well. Play plains. And we'll cast a Benevolent Bodyguard.
It's a good way to get around him once.
True.
But unfortunately, yeah, that in response to blocks. Ugh.
Attack for 4.
So it's a 4-2, you said.
Yes.
Well,
You gotta actually do it.
crew. Block.
Right. For some reason, I was thinking it was 3, but the Bone Splitter is +2/+0.
Yes.
Actually, I think
mean,
I'm
you
okay
can
with that.
You can pay the 2 mana to just not, but
true.
you're not getting the life then
It's
either.
true. How much do I care? I think I like him around, so yeah. I'll pay the 2.
So no damage is being dealt either way.
True. So I guess we'll move the Bone Splitter to the Inspector. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Gonna add a green for 1 damage to you.
18.
And a black for this from the servant.
Yep.
Another one to regenerate them.
Yep.
Untap. Drain you for 2.
16.
15. Draw for turn. A train.
Ugh. Pain Train. Alright.
And it is your go.
You know, these guys have very big butts, and I cannot lie. Draw a card. Ugh. That's not great.
They're so big that your guys have to just stop and admire them.
Yeah.
Can't get any damage in.
Planes. Far too many lands when you top out at 4.
And the 4-drop's really just a 1-drop.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I can do here.
Yeah, I just need a Skyfisher to get that Inspector back.
I mean, it does knock off the blessing, but it's not like it's doing much.
No.
So it's a 3/2. And you can just regenerate. Oh no, you can't actually block with that one. So, it doesn't matter.
Can't block with.
Because it still has pro black.
Yes. So I can't block those with these guys.
Yeah.
So it'd be these and my vehicles.
I'd actually, you know what? I'll take that trade. If you're willing to accept it. Something tells me you're not. But I will attack you for 3.
That is 3. Yeah, we'll just take 3. Go 12.
Pass turn. Well, actually, just because I've got a million mana anyway, I'll move the Bone Splitter back here.
Move it a few more times even.
I could. And then I'll pass turn.
End of turn, they're all getting in this train.
Sure.
So 1 damage to you.
15.
Untap. Drain you for 2, going to 14.
13. Tables have turned.
Draw.
Oh my, how the tables have tabled.
Well, I guess Timoret was a little uncomfortable with just 2 servants. So here's a 3rd.
Oh, the card is so good against me.
And a Night Market Lookout.
Okay. That one's a little not as good.
He's like a 1-mana servant,
True.
but he doesn't regenerate. And...
Anyone getting in the train?
So I could trample over him for a bit, but I'd just lose a bunch of life in that case. So, is that worth it? I think it might be. Spireside Infiltrator is going to drive the train.
12.
5.
So, tax is a 5/4.
With trample.
Yep.
I believe you only have 2 toughness there.
It's true. I think I do want this off the table, though, because it's pretty big. So, yes. And even if I use the prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it, the other stuff still gets trampled over, I think. Correct?
Yes.
So, that doesn't
Because
really
I only have to sign lethal damage.
go anywhere. Okay, so I will block and take 3, going to 9, and then gaining 4.
So you're just going up.
So going to, I don't know why I can't do math right now. 13, right? Yes, 13. Okay, so then a bunch of this stuff happens. So these go there. This becomes a creature, and this falls off.
Yes. Enter go.
Okay. I'll ping him right now.
It's going to get in the sky skiff in response, draining you for 1.
12. Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Throbbing Inspector.
There you go.
Clue time. Gives me something to do with this mana. Crack it. Draw a card. Okay. That's somewhat reasonable. Let's see here. Gonna put Bone Splitter on the Eidolon.
Yep.
And Hyena Umbra on the Eidolon.
I was worried you're going to draw one of those. That's why I decided to offer up the train for trade.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to have a big beefy thing that I couldn't deal with.
Okay.
No, Hyena Umbra. Alright, it's not the other one.
No.
It's Totem Armor, though.
Yeah, it's Totem Armor. First strike, lifelink, Totem Armor. Okay. So you can regenerate one of those.
Yes.
You can block with... Yeah, I'll attack for 4. 3, 4.
Block. Tap them all to regenerate them.
Okay. So... just gain 4. Going to 16. And we will move Bone Splitter to Inspector Gadget. Pass the turn.
Untap, drain you for 3.
13.
18.
There's a whole lot of board stalling here.
Draw for turn. Here's a train.
Oh, that's a way worse train. That's a way bigger train.
That's an 8/6 train.
At least it doesn't have... Oh, it's got Menace, though.
It's got Menace.
Sucks. Okay.
It almost requires me to get in the plane just to try that train.
It does, doesn't it?
If it wasn't for this guy.
Yeah.
So it's your go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. That's not going to help. Yeah, that train is gargantuan, isn't it? We'll move the Bone Splitter back here. We'll play another Benevolent Bodyguard.
Fortunately, the bodyguard's not going to save you from a train.
No. Not even 2 of them.
I mean, they could stand in front of the train the first time.
It's true. Pass turn.
End of your turn, crew the train.
Sure.
So 1 damage to you.
12.
Untap, drain you for 3.
9.
21.
No, I don't think I'm winning this one.
Draw for turn. So that is the only thing that has first strike on your side, correct?
Yes. Nothing else is first strike. This is pro black.
That
Well,
is-
I guess, yeah. These can give protection from any color, so having pro color is not really a
1,
thing.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes,
Which isn't enough to block the train without losing your lifelinker.
true. Well, I don't lose the lifelinker, I lose the Hyena Umbra.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But you need to trade that and 2 other things. I think we're just going to crew the sky skiff.
Sure.
2 in the air.
Take it. 7.
Enter go.
This has to be a big draw.
I don't know why I paid a mana to crew the sky skiff.
I don't know either. Yeah, something tells me that's not a big enough draw. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. They're all getting in the train again.
Sure.
So 1 damage.
6.
Untap. Drain you for 3.
3.
24. Draw for turn. Here's some goblin medics.
Sure.
And
Now there's the stupid way you can finish me off. Actually, I'm gonna mana type that. Why not? It's not doing anything
I'll
else.
pay for that.
Now there's the boring way you can finish me off, which of course is just tap one of these and then attack me in the air. Or you can also do that and send in the train because it's sweet and it's a train.
So,
Although I guess I'd gain life, so maybe you wouldn't want to do that.
yeah. But, yeah. The other thing is if you draw the +1/+1 for each aura and first strike, that might be big enough to get you over the train.
It would add 3.
That'd be
4.
enough to kill
It would
the
add
train.
4.
That'd be enough to kill the train.
Make it an 8/8, which is hilarious.
So, I think we gotta do it the safe and boring way, just in case. So, both these guys are gonna drive the plane together.
Deal.
So 2 damage to you.
Go to 1.
Plane.
Sure. You got me. Alright. So, that was a long and grindy game, and we will see you in the next one. Alright. Game 2. Show my hand. That stuff. Go ahead.
And I've got those.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna lead with a plains, and we'll go for a Javelineers. Pass the turn. See, now this one makes more sense because he only has 1 javelin, even though there's a rack of javelins behind him.
Well, that's his favorite.
I guess.
And once he throws his favorite, it's just done. Swamp.
My favorite javelin.
And a springleaf drum.
Okay.
Go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, attack for 1.
Take it. 19.
Play a plains. And another Javelineers. This one also has only 1 javelin. So it makes sense.
And his muscles look a little weird.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Just throwing all sorts of javelins over here.
Bloodfell Cave. 20. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. Attack for 2.
18.
And here's a Death Blade Elite. Pass the turn.
Oh no. Untap. Draw for turn. I think we're going to go for a Night Market Lookout.
Alright.
And since he's just going to need Javelin.
Yeah.
Tap, draining you for 1.
19.
Going to add a black. How scared am I of that 1 open mana? A lot. I'm going to cast a Springleaf Drum.
Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. Well, which javelin should I throw at him? I think the guy with the doopy arms will throw his javelin.
But you got him. You didn't miss.
I mean, I suppose I could have tried to get fancy with provoking him, but you can also just tap it in response with Springleaf Drum. Or, not in response, but before the provoke happens. So.
You could have provoked him and then shot him. It's just like,
Hey, you! True.
And then you hit him in the face with Javelin.
True. But I'll settle for this. Attack for 2.
17.
And... pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swamp. And... get your go.
Okay. So, then, end a turn. I will flash in Chomano's Blessing and target the elite.
Terminate him in response.
Sure. Untap. Draw a card. Attack for 2.
15.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. A Sky Skiff.
Sure.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw. 1 mana up. Attack for 2.
13.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Holdout Settlement.
Yep.
And a Servant of Timoret.
Type it.
Pay 1.
Type it.
Enter go.
Unzap. Draw a card. Finally. Okay. We will go for a Hyena Umbra on the Javelineers.
Yep.
The one that doesn't have a counter on it. And then we'll go for an Ethereal Armor on the
Oh,
Javelineers.
that's a big boy.
So he gets 1, 2, 3, so it's a 4. So I'll attack you for 5.
Gonna go to 8.
Pass the turn.
Untap.
Give me his
Draw for
first
turn.
strike twice for whatever that's worth.
Firstest strike.
Absolutely.
Well, as we know, Timoret doesn't like having only one servant, so here's another one.
Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. Benevolent Bodyguard. And a Plains.
Pro black, that's gonna be an issue on an Alpha Strike, but
Yeah.
not quite there yet.
So, you can't regenerate him. You can crew the skiff, but that's not really getting you anywhere. Attack for 4.
Yeah, we'll crew the skiff, but
Sure.
we're gonna take 4. Go to 4.
Pass turn.
Untap. Drain you for 1. 5.
18.
Draw for turn. I mean... Night Market Lookout.
Sure.
I mean, immediately can get answered. And do we do anything with his mana? Yeah, we are going to add a black with him,
Sure.
draining you.
17.
6. 4. A train.
Yep.
Enter go.
Ping. Who would have seen that coming? Unzap. Draw a card.
Lookouts. Just immediately getting shot. So that's what happens. They look out the alley and then they get a javelin in the head.
So, still don't have amazing attacks. You can, like, chain crew that, I suppose,
Up into a 4-3.
which is not great. And you can't regenerate again,
I can get in my plane, and then I can use that plane to push my train.
Plane inspector. Get a clue. And I'll immediately crack said clue. Draw a card. Well, didn't really need another one of those, but there's planes.
Planes for days.
And... Yeah, I think it's still right. Attack for 4.
So, we're going to get in my skiff, and we're going to get in my train,
Yep.
and we're going to block with the train,
Are you sure? That's first strike.
and then we're going to tap the train to make a black and a red,
Oh,
and
I
we're
see.
going to terminate them,
I see.
which knocks off the hyena Umbra but shrinks him.
I didn't think this would actually do anything. Manatite.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, train dead.
All right. So that worked out pretty good. Pass the turn.
Untap. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the third one.
I wasn't expecting you to expect the third one. But I also saw that you had like 1,000,000 mana, so I'm like, that's never going to be used again. I almost burnt it last turn as a joke.
I got 3 things too.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh, was there an untap in there? There was, right?
Yes, there was.
16.
7. Well, here's a vampire envoy.
Okay.
Enter go.
He's got a big butt. Untap. Draw a card. That is exactly what I needed. Hopeful Eidolon.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 more points of power. That's
Yep.
going to be a big boy.
Yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack you for 6. First strike, lifelink.
We're going to block it.
Sure.
And then we're going to add a black to my mana pool, going to 8.
Okay.
Dead.
So, I will gain 6. And go to 22. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. It's your go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. So I think I've got you. Because I can pro-black that. So you have to block with a Sky Skiff. You take these.
It's not quite lethal.
No, not quite. Yeah, I don't quite have an alpha strike. I'm like 1 short. I'll just attack for 6.
Block, regenerate.
Sure. Yeah, go to 28. Another dice here. Yeah, I'm not hiding anything. Go ahead.
Untap, drain you for 1. It's
27.
my tax. Draw for turn. And it's your go.
Draw a card. That's reasonable. Okay. Here, 9. It's a 6. 7. Do I force it? Pro black.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. 6, 7, 8.
And crew the sky skiff.
Sure.
Block. Take 2. 7.
Go to 33. Okay. Then Course Sky Fisher. Do I want the Inspector?
No, you really want
No,
that down,
I
eh?
really don't. I think I do. So I'll take the Inspector, replay him, get a clue, and crack the clue. Draw a card. And then play another Inspector.
Get another clue.
Pass turn.
Untap.
I'm pretty sure that's dead.
That is dead.
On
Drain
account
you
of
for 1.
a ton of damage. 32.
Draw for turn. Enter go.
Untap.
I mean, another terminate would have been great at any point here, but
Draw a card. I mean, it would only knock off the Hyena Umbra.
that would shrink it by like 2
Yeah.
damage, though.
It's true. And we'll crack clue. Draw a card. Play a planes.
So many planes.
Okay, so, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, when you
I
start-
guess you can still live, technically.
Yeah, I can still live.
And you
I'm
can't
not
even
from
regenerate, though, is the thing. I mean, there's a lot of damage coming your way. 3. Yeah. All in.
So we block that.
Yep.
We regenerate.
So we'll go to 38. First
We'll go
strike.
to 3.
And then
5.
the second strike you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Just did it right.
It's a 3.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Drain you for 1.
Was I at 38? Right? I think. Not that it really matters.
Yeah, it's not looking like
Yeah.
it's going to matter. I'm at 4. Draw for turn.
Please cast something. I don't even care. Just do it.
Another servant.
Mana type.
No, I don't think you're going to pay for it. You can have that. And
That's all 4, by the way.
and yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as you said please cast something, I figured. So, since we're dead anyway, here's a train.
Deal.
Here we go.
Untap. Draw a card. Wow. Sweet. Hopeful Eidolon and Core Sky Fisher. Beats.
Dead.
Alright. You just gonna take it all?
Yeah.
I would do that. Because 7...
Oh yeah, he was tapped with Springleaf Drum to play the
Sure.
train. So.
Sure. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I gain
4 minus 13
8,
is
9,
dead.
10.
Actually, you never get these. First strike kills me.
True. That's true. So I'm not even going to bother doing the math on the camera. Or in the editing, rather. Alright. So, that was a grindy game 2. We'll see you in hopefully not a grindy game 3. Alright, game 3. Go ahead.
We've got those.
And for me, now this is a bit of a risk, but pay attention to the converted mana costs here. Alright, go
Got
ahead.
like 7 1-drops. What else would we need to pay attention for? A mountain and a drum.
Okay.
Here go.
Draw a card. That's alright. Javelineers. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Your guy plays drums, my guy throws spears. It's very tribal.
21. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Attack for 1.
20.
Javelineers. And a tap secluded step. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swamp.
That's that thing Trump said he was going to drain.
Vampire Envoy.
Alright.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. It's a little too big to to javelineer down, unfortunately.
Just a bit.
Play a plains. And a benevolent bodyguard and a Deathblade Elite.
It's a few things.
It's a couple. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Gonna add a green to gain a life.
Sure. This is gonna be a grindy game, isn't it?
Untap.
I have the sneaking
Draw for
suspicion
turn.
that this is gonna be a very grindy game.
And a Renegade Freighter.
You know, it actually lets me get in some damage, so I'm gonna mana type it.
Pay for it.
Yep. You gain life.
Gain a life. 22. And I have my train.
You do.
Here go.
It's not a creature, though. Yet. Draw a card.
You can run rampant all over your...
Yeah.
1/1's there, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Well... Let's see. So you can't, so you have to be able to crew with 2 power. Like, you can't
Yes.
just tap this to
I can't just
crew,
tap that
right?
to half crew. No.
Okay. Well, then I think we've got a different plan.
I'm
I'm gonna put a Hyena Umbra on the Deathblade Elite,
Yep.
giving it first strike.
Oh. Wow.
And... Yes,
You're
I
gonna
will...
throw some javelins at him, aren't you?
Yes, I will attack you for 3, provoking the Envoy. And then before damage, I will throw 2 javelins at the Envoy. Since you have no way to tap him, you have to block, and he gets first strike to death. And you take 1.
21. I mean, hey, you got rid of those javelins.
It did, but, I mean, at this point, they don't really do much. Because all your guys have more than 1 toughness.
I do have the 1/1s.
That's true. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swamp. A Sky Skiff.
Sure.
Enter go.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. And a turn, I will Mano's blessing on this.
Going to terminate him in response.
Sure. So, pro black, I guess.
Yes.
I think you have more black things than red things. Untap. Draw a card. Play a plane.
Could also use the bodyguard, so.
True. And... yeah, I guess I could have kept that around. Put a Hopeful Idol on him. Which doesn't do a lot. It just makes him, like,
he's
2
2
power.
with pro black.
That's still pretty good. And then we will attack you for 5.
16.
And I'll go to 22. Pass the turn.
Untap.
Of course,
Draw for turn.
if you get a creature, I'm in a lot more trouble.
Here's a night market lookout.
Ah,
Don't you wish you
man.
had those javelins?
I really do. I really do wish that.
Enter go.
Okay, so you can like chain to the train.
Yeah.
Draw a card. So, yeah. Yeah, that's not great.
No first strike.
Nope. Maybe it would have been right to sack the bodyguard. I was just trying to press damage, but maybe it would have been right to sack that in response just to give protection from the terminate, just so I could keep the Umbra on him. Planes, go.
End of your turn. Crew this, draining you for 1.
21.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here's another Springleaf Drum.
Okay,
Enter go.
draw a card. Kinda in the exact same position. Pass the turn.
End of your turn, crew.
Yep.
Draining you.
20.
18. Untap. Draw for turn. A Spireside Infiltrator.
It's annoying. Pay 1 more for it.
Done.
Yeah.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's not really going to do much either. Another bodyguard. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Both gonna get in the train.
Yep.
So 2 damage to you, draining you for 1.
18.
Untap. Draw for turn. Drive the train.
Yep. 17.
5.
Gonna attack for 5. This one doesn't have trample. Oh, it does. It gains trample.
Yeah, it
when
gets
you
+1,
attack.
+1 and trample, so it is a 5/4 with trample. So you can't just block and
Yeah.
prevent damage.
Is it worth it? Block.
Block like that.
Yep.
Kate? I mean, I'll take that.
Okay. So, I gain 2, going to 19. I lose these, and this comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's no stopping trains.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Untap, draw a card. Here's a planes. Pass the turn.
Your turn. Get in the Sky Skiff. Drain you.
18.
20. Untap. Draw for turn. We're gonna get in the train.
Yep.
5.
Take it. 13. Oh, you crit it with that.
Yeah, crit.
Don't forget to do that, because I'm not going to remember unless you tell me.
And adding a black, so draining you for 1. 21.
11.
For a bigger train.
Oh, that is a scary train.
Enter go.
Hyena Umbra the Eidolon. doesn't really help.
No, not really.
No. Yeah, it's a big train. I mean, at least that one doesn't have trample. It does have menace, which
It doesn't menace,
sucks, but
though.
it doesn't have trample. Pass turn.
Untap. Drop a turn. And so you could trade for my small train. And you'd still have a 1/1 at the end of all of that. Well, we're gonna crew it. So 1 damage.
Yep. I should be one lower, I think, because of trample, right? Did I count trample? It doesn't matter. You're gonna win.
And 5.
Just 5.
Well, I mean, this will have a pretty easy time if you have
It
to
will.
trade
It will.
everything up.
I mean, it has trample anyway, so it's not really solving much. Block.
I'm gonna terminate one of the bodyguards.
Oh. I will... Crap.
It's not gonna be good enough.
I will sacrifice this one to give that one pro black just to spite you.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will gain. So what's exactly happening here? So
5/4.
I'm blocking with 3, so 2 gets through, and then I gain 2, so I stay at 11, and then these things
Yes. Enter go.
die. Untap. Draw a card. Here's a plains. Go. Ugh.
End of your turn.
That was anticlimactic.
Getting the Sky Skiff to drain you for 1.
10.
Untap.
I'm still hopeful though.
Draw for turn. We're gonna cast
Another
the
turn.
Sky
mate?
Skiff.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna cast the Sky Skiff.
Okay. All right.
And then we're going to get in this Sky Skiff, draining you for 1.
9.
And then he's gonna get in this Sky Skiff
8.
to deal a damage to you. And then this Sky Skiff's gonna get in this Sky Skiff.
Okay. You can
And
put
then-
the other one in too. 'cause
And then
one...
these Sky Skiffs, or this Sky Skiff's gonna get in this train.
Okay, sure.
And then this Sky Skiff and the train are gonna get in this train. And an 8/6 with menace.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll take 8. There's another planes. Hey, I had a chance. I mean, I might have been able to play that differently to stay alive like 1 extra turn. So I don't think that would have made much of a difference, considering the board that I'm facing down and the fact that
That's
it
a
drew
crowded
16
train.
planes in a row. That is a very crowded train. There's a lot of stuff in that train.
Including a smaller train.
Yeah. And a plane that's in a plane that's in a... Or, sorry, 2 planes that are in a train, and a plane that's in another
And a plane that's in that plane.
Yeah. Weird stuff. So, you got me? That was pretty fun, actually.
It was.
I really like your deck. It's a really cool deck.
Yeah, this is I really like
I
this.
don't like this matchup because it's so grindy, where it's just like, I'll
Yeah.
gain 6 life, you gain 6 life, I'll gain... But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're generating
Yeah.
blockers, making
Yeah, it's
nothing
neat.
happens.
So, thanks again to Dalton K Gramling, and every time I see this, I want to say K Gaming. Like, even on Patreon, when I saw this, I always want to say Dalton K Gaming. Like
Yeah.
that's a channel name or something, but no, it's Gramling. Gramling. It's not even that close. I'm just weird that way, I guess. So, that was that. We will see you back next week. We're going to be probably doing something kind of fancy next week for our 20,000 subscriber special, which happened a while ago, but we had to do this because it was overdue. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Check out the store, restock stuff. You can't get this awesome clue, of course, but
You could get this elemental.
you can, yeah, among other things. All right, so that was it. See you next week.
Bye.